We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Shaheed in motion. Here's Levis to open with a pass. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On play action, here's Levis. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lawrence now on second down. And he's going to go down, a sack. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
It's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. And this is too far. The end line, it's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. So that challenge, a successful one. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Again, it's Pollard. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. The Titans punching unit comes out to the field. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Certainly not the most creative way to pick up the 1st down, but, Mike, no less effective. The offense gets to come back and maintain possession, and as the special team unit comes off the field, they did their job.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. Inside the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown Titans. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Keelan Robinson to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Lawrence now. Catch made right side by Thomas. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. All even on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. On the handoff, Pollard. Oh, a loose football. The Jaguars have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Second down and 8. Here's Etienne. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Here's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. A hit, and he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running.
And he will score! Jake Okonkwo, touchdown Tennessee. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Lawrence. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. This is caught down that right sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Thrown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
On third down, here's Pollard. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. They'll go back to Pollard on 1st down. And a pickup of 3, or maybe 4. This time it's the veteran, Eric Armstead, on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Levis. His pass taken in by Shaheed. They gain 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Titan first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run-after-catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll get this out wide. And he's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Titans. Seibert out now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Titans have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. He'll check this down to the running back. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now to throw on first down. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete.
That's clinic tape here by the receiver. He identifies quickly it's man coverage, and you've got a go route. You've got to stack that defender. Get on top of him and make him play through your body to contest the throw. This ball's thrown with better accuracy. Not only is it a big completion, but he's got a chance to take this thing the distance.
Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down. A gain there of 17.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And let's give him about 4 on that one. Amani Hooker there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now here's Lawrence. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. And he's going to have the Jaguars' first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste. You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
To the right side, and Kurt's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So, fourth down, and on comes the rookie, Cam Little, for this Jaguar field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
That caught Tony Pollard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 6. To throw is Levis. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the left flat. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play calling, mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll go back to Etienne on first down. And he will get into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Jaguars extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Levis. He's got it! And he's going to be out of bounds. They marked him at the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well to gain of 43 yards. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. In motion comes Thomas. On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory. Past midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A pickup of 44 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings us 2nd and 8. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. 11, add it.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Chris Barnes. And the Titans will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
First and 10, and they give it to Pollard. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They go play action with Levis. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
Kirk is the motion man. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
That is hot. What a throw. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come up here, first and 10. Levis to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing on second down, Levis. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On second down, Levis. And he will score. Will Levis. Touchdown, Tennessee. Here's Seibert now for the point after. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
On the handoff, it's ETN. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's ETN. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Now Levis. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Throw across his body is complete. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down for Tennessee. From the gun, it's Levis. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Levis. Shaheed with the catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. His pass taken in by Shaheed. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Levis to throw it here on first. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Jaguars have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Once again, it's Bigsby. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up